So, all right, I got a real funny one today. The one, it's just they're just what I'm gonna title this one. I ain't title. I don't title my videos no more. But I'm gonna title it "Punch in the Air." Cause obviously payday coming up, and but all right. So I was watching a video as usual, right? Cooking breakfast, and so they're finally getting mad about the YouTube nerds. They're getting mad about the commercials. You see them sometimes when I try to play a video. Well, I'm saying these phones. I don't know how they do it, but they can do it. I took a little what's it called, the IT class, but they were all gang stalkers too. Matter of fact, yeah, they I saw a video Saturday evening, and I got it teed up now. I learned to put it in my, to tee it up so I won't have to look for it. And it's another, but you know what? It's from 2016, but it's a re-upload. It's on Vice, HBO show. But they done a couple of episodes about targeted individuals. About targeted individuals. Right. And this one, it's about the government surveillance. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna get to it. But so there was a channel, another news channel from a local news that I know, and it was in my recommendations this morning. So they meant it for me to see it, right? It is labeled targeted ambush.
Inflammation almost prevented me from walking my daughter down the aisle. It was either sit and watch life from the sidelines or turn my body into a walking pharmacy. Alcohol and coffee were the first things to...
Our big story tonight, a violent Sunday here on the Gulf Coast.
All right, so first of all, do you notice they only call it targeted every once in a while? So this is a small. I never seen this channel in Florida. It's usually at WPO. Like I said, I don't look all this stuff up. I don't look it up. They put it in my rig. They want me to, because they knew I was planning on doing a video about, the advice video, and it's a bunch of videos, but it's a bunch of things I gotta say. All right, so it got a lot about target. So my point is, I don't know if the shooting naturally happened or the shooting happened and they just, because of what I was planning on doing or am doing right now, they labeled it targeted, right? Because it's just niggas shooting niggas, right? But they got comments, and so it says the commercials. One of the comments said the commercials about black folks are right, and like I said, in these channels, you see a whole bunch of comments about the usual and all that. That don't bother me. And I'm like, but why are there no and those are Democrats. See, that's the whole lie. They keep trying to make it like the ones making those comments are Republicans. No, Republicans. Because first of all, the reason we don't do it because we don't care. We ain't got time to do all that. The police supposed to be handling this shit. The judges and the prosecutors. That's what. So we got time to make money and do what we do, and that's it. We don't care about We could look at news and YouTube, Back in the day, read all you had was to read a newspaper before the radio, before TV, before the internet. But yeah, you got time to do that, but you don't care about making stupid comments. But all right, so they're like the commercials. It's like what commercials? There's no commercials about black. What commercials are there about black guys that have to do with these shootings? None. The statement should have been the stereotypes about black dudes if you're gonna be funny. But it's like it don't matter because it's we all know hell the shooters are working for the Democrats. They're just following orders. The feds, the communists, the CIA, the China. Oh yeah, that's another video. This gonna be a long. Well, I don't. I'm gonna just break it down. I might go. I gotta go pick up an order. I might go pick up an order. Then because I found another video about the lie they tell about Sweden. Like you'll see all the Democrat rich celebrities with their gotcha questions when everybody says communism, socialism, and then they try to be smart. They're not the same. You need to educate yourself. Communism and socialism are different. And da 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 da. And matter of fact, I got on my socialism shirt that says, socialism, the creed of jealousy. You can't read it. It's upside. It'll be upside down. But basically that's what socialism and communism. You're just jealous and greedy and envious, and you want to take. So I'm not the only. You can see naturally any sane person will see a socialist or a communist. That's all you want to do. You can't compete. Is because when Karl Marx made up his little communist manifesto, there was no black folks in Germany, so he wasn't trying to. This wasn't about, he knew about slavery in America because he was over, that his family was rich. He probably even traveled to America during his lifetime, on a ship or something, just to, just to see what's going on. But, so he probably witnessed it, right? But he wasn't talking about slavery in America. Like they're trying to say socialism and communism is about slavery. But anyway, the point is he got someone from Sweden because they're always saying, look at Sweden, Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, there's a bunch of them. They'll be like, well, look at Sweden. And nobody really, because nobody's really prepared for that. That's the gotcha question. But remember, I keep saying the gotcha shit only works once. You can only do it once. Because people like us, it's not because we want to keep arguing. We're going to make sure we're not wrong. Because we don't want to, like I said, bear false witness. We don't want to be liars. So we got to go and make sure, okay, let me make sure. And so you get mad when we come back with the facts, the real facts. No, the Sweden hasn't been socialist. They said well, I'll show the video. I got the video. It's real good. He bust out. Matter of fact, he said they got 30% tax in Sweden right now. 30%. Not the rich folks, because the rich folks can leave. That's why they don't do it. It's the lower class working people. So if you making like in America, you working them jobs I work, 30%. Say you get lucky and make $18 an hour, right? That's 650 before cut, something like that. 30% of that. That means your check is going after it's supposed to be, say, we'll go $600 a week. In America, you'll bring home $520. Something like that. 30%, if you making $600, you're only gonna bring home what, about 470 off of $600? And that's what they do now. They do it to the poor people in Sweden. Right now, there's no taxing the rich. That's what all these Americans keep lying about, and black folks keep lying about. They don't. No socialist, no. And he said, just like I always, I show it. Like I said, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna do another video, but it's all a lie. It's all a lie. This is a sweetest dude. He's the sweetest businessman or whatever. He's telling the truth. There's no taxing the rich because all the rich folks left, so they squeeze the little people. And Sweden probably ain't too many black folks. There's some, whatever, African immigrants. But if they take over the socialist communists, who you think they're gonna squeeze? The poor people. We keep telling y'all that. You're gonna have a bunch of rich, the black folks, the celebrities, LeBron James, what's his name, Stephen A. Smith, whoever, Jay-Z. You're gonna have all them rich niggas and they're gonna squeeze the shit out of you. They think we're just lying. Da 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 da. It's like, why would we lie? We don't care. That's the problem. Like, we don't care about, y'all. I wouldn't make these videos if you just left me alone. I started in 2018, right? That's what I'm saying. That video about targeted, we're targeted individuals. But this is that video, but I ain't gonna do that one. I got some other ones. The one I was supposed to do yesterday, I gotta find that one right quick. I got it queued up, but it's in. But yeah, like I said, that 30% thing, I didn't know, and nobody knows that. That's what he said. The guy in the interview, he said that's Sweden's dirty little secret. They don't tax the rich like they say over here. Oh, we're gonna remember AOC. We're gonna tax the. Nobody does that because the rich gonna leave. There are places they can go. Monaco, like he said, Monaco. They're gonna leave just like everybody leaving New York. So their state taxes are done. All the rich folks leaving, and the poor black folks all stuck up there by themselves. The social services, who gonna pay that? Because the rich folks then left. And like I said, it's the same thing. Just to get back at us, to try to make us look bad, they wanna, they'll just spite themselves. Getting offended again. It did, yeah, like the old ass kids across the street. Right here, when I was 14, I had a job. You know what I'm saying? 16, 17. Y'all sit outside all day long. Get a fucking job. And there were girls on a job. Just because you female, get a fucking job. The bus stops right there. It could take. I took the bus when I was living in Atlanta. I took the bus to my job. Worked at Taco Bell. Make some money. Trying to find. I thought I had it queued. Well, anyway. Oh, you know what? I could just type it in. It's Vice News. Yeah, Vice. Duh. I said that. 6 days ago. All
These
right, here we
documents
go.
reveal the scope of the NSA's mass surveillance program.
We cannot prevent terrorist attacks or cyber threats without some capability to penetrate digital communications.
Others, a masked unit called Tailored Access Operations. I don't need mass surveillance. I need you to break into that guy's computer. Their mission is to get the ungettable.
If you want to hack into
All right, so you could always look at these videos yourselves if you want to, but one of the good parts is just like I said, they explain how they're competing with the big tech, Google and whoever else, Amazon, you know, for their hackers, right? the NSA, because the NSA can't pay what Google pays. But the dude said why, and I already knew before dude said it, why it's so attractive to go work for the NSA instead of all of them. Because he said it, the perks, massages, all this and that. You know, why they would go work for that little bit of government. This is like being in the military, and that's what he said. That was his example. Why would you be in the military if you got certain skills, technology skills? Because just like he said, you just like it. You like the action. So, but these people, like, see, if we did want to go to war and you do whatever, shoot people and throw grenades, it's going to be an enemy. These people, these are nerds. They want to do what they do on American citizens, your own people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, yeah, they want revenge because, more than likely, if they're that smart, that Google is breaking their neck to get them, and massages and all this and that, and women, it's because they were nerds in high school. Seriously. This is like I keep telling you, that's where oh yeah, you know what? I got to bring up, that's what they mad about. Like in the targeted thing, that targeted commercial, so the niggas are mad. They still mad about, what was that, 3 years ago? I went to that Republican meeting somewhere around here, and the white boys mad too. Remember? And it was at the time I didn't think it was a big deal. Black Republicans, so I went to meet them, right? And so the meeting was like 11:30 on a Saturday, right? And I had just got out the shower. Just remember, I brought it up recently. I brought it up on one of them jobs I was on. The guy kept asking me for lotion because I used the same lotion I was using 3 years ago, right? Just regular old Vaseline for dry skin. Cocoa butter. It's a brown bottle, so I assume they're being racist and pandering to dark skinned people. So, but I bought it. I still use it. It's just regular old Vaseline and Ivory soap to wash. Plain, no scent, no nothing, no scent. Been using it my whole life. When I took it to the army. I buy it when I was in the army. I always use it. 99 cents for 1 bar, right? That's what's in my soap dish in the field. When we go to, when we jump, when we doing this and that. If we combat, yeah, anything we would have went to. So Ivory soap was coming with me. So these niggas, it's like nobody's doing that. Now, I can see if I put on a whole bunch of cologne and shit like that. I like cologne. I just always forget. I really do. I just, so I just smell like I just got out the shower. All right, so they're mad about that. All right, so I get there. The meeting was at 11:30, right? I did a video about it. I did. It's in my. I mean, there's so many videos I done posted now, but it's in my channel, right? So it was about 11:30. I get ready at right here, and it must have been about 10 on Saturday. So it's like I wasn't thinking. That's what I normally do. If you go into work or whatever, you take a shower right before you leave. It's at 11:30, so you get up, fuck around for an hour, then jump in the shower about 10. Because nowadays how far everything is. You can Google it if you don't know where it's at. So 10 minutes to get there. So about 10:40, you hop in the shower and just do what you do, your normal routine. I don't wear cologne, get clean clothes, deodorant, and the lotion. So I guess the lotion smells good. It's just regular Vaseline. And so I get to the meeting. Remember, I told you it's a high school, right? And I'm a little bit late, and it's empty, but I see cars. So I'm like, okay, I know what it is. And it's an old white couple. And just like I said, always my whole life, same thing. But I can see why he got happy. It's like a taller white dude. He was old. He was like 70, him and his wife. And they were walking out. And I said, well, excuse me, where's the lunchroom at? And I didn't even have to say, oh, I'm here for the Republican meeting. He knows why I'm coming. It's just my whole life, all as usual, his eyes lighten up and he's happy, right? And I know why. Oh, black guy, oh, yeah, that's the way, because he's probably tired of all the lies, the racists, and da 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 da. And you could tell he's not like, oh, good boy, nothing like that. That's what I'm saying. My whole life, when I walked in stores, there was never, following me. It's always other black folks, looking at you like you're gonna steal. The white folks wouldn't pay no attention with me. I'm with the crew or whatever, and we are doing some dirt. The white folks, they so white, they didn't pay attention. That's how you got away with it. Cause this is like in the 80s, 88 with 14, 15. They didn't pay, they were happy to see us. That's how you would get away with the stuff, cause they so busy. Hey, how you doing? Da da da. There wasn't no racist. Oh, what you need? And this is at Birmingham, Alabama. 14 years old, Birmingham. We walked to the store. they so busy being white folks. We get away with whatever we wanted. I never told that story, but we 14, and you grow out of that shit because like I said, you want more money. You got to sell drugs, because that's why I said stealing is just lame shit. It's just lame. It's some 13-year-old stealing car, whatever. But even trying to steal cars is like, nah, somebody gonna, you know, that like I said, when I figured out, I heard them talking about how in Alabama they could shoot you back then in the 80s, and these were black folks catch you in your front yard or whatever, backyard in their car, they could shoot your ass. So up 14, okay, that was all I needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need no talking to. I didn't need no group. I didn't need no after school special. All I needed to hear, think about it. You up under the dashboard trying to get out of radio, and next thing you know, pop, pop, pop. You ain't even see it coming. Ain't no way in hell. You know, shit. Nope. Nope. But anyway, what was that? I done lost where I was track what I was talking about. What the oh yeah, so the surveillance, right? So all through the comments, the people. Oh no, I was talking about I see another comment on that one with another shooting, because they keep what it is. What I'm getting at, they keep leaving comments. I mean videos. Like when I start a video, that little 5 second. I don't even let it get to 5 seconds. I showed you what I do. I just hit back button, and you ain't even gotta watch the little, because in there it was like something for cologne. It's like, I'm like, bitch, you know I don't stink. Y'all motherfuckers fight in the air, because all I did was sit next to a blonde bitch. I don't know nothing about her personally. It's just like sitting next to a white nigga, a black nigga, yeah. That's what I keep telling you. That's just how we talk. Hey nigga, da 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 da. So anyway, blonde chick is the same thing. So anyway, I got there and everybody was already in there. So, but I sat because I couldn't see them. In the sea of white folks, I literally couldn't see them. I'm like, what the hell? Because I had talked to them already, the black Republicans, in this city. And I sat down. This is like a 2001 or 2000, right after the 2020 election, but whatever. I won't get no strike. I ain't say nothing. I just said after the election. All right, so I get there, and then I sit down. No problem. I'm used to this my whole life. I've been in white lunchrooms for years when I was in school. Like 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade. I went to all white schools. It don't matter. I've been in the I'm not. I wasn't no problem to be the only black dude. I've been that before. The only black dude. Don't bother me. It's just now I know there's a difference between sane white folks, sane black folks, and Democrats. These motherfuckers are crazy. Democrats, they're cult members. So now you got to know. So, but here with all these Republicans, I had no problem. I just sat down, and so they came and got me. Like the other dude, he's like, "Oh, we're over here, man. Come with us." All right, so I went, sat down over there, right, and the only seat, it was next to some blonde chick, right. So I sat down, and that was it. I didn't think, but when you sit down, you make a win, right. So, but I only had just 20 minutes ago, I was just drying off and got out shower, da da da. So I guess I still smell like, Vaseline and soap and not even cologne. So I guess she took a whiff. Man, this nigga smell good, But they're mad because she was good looking, so they're mad. But I ain't even say nothing to her. That's the jealousy. That's the whole jealous for. That's something I can't understand. Getting jealous for something that the dude didn't even do. All he did was show up, and you gonna get. I couldn't imagine comprehend that. Even if think back in high school and you like this girl and some dude walks in, but you could tell she just like him. There's nothing you can do. You can try to talk, you can still try to, but I don't know if I don't think I have, but my point is, why is useless. And so we don't like dudes like that. That's what I'm saying. You just trying to impress other niggas. I got bitches. Nobody cares, man. Nobody pays attention. That's what I'm saying. They can't be human. It's like they have to have been transplanted into these bodies, especially niggas my age and older. It's like something scientifically they took the human out and put in whatever it is, or maybe they're cyborgs. I'm dead something. It's like there's no way all of a sudden all these lame ass niggas. It's hey, I'm happy. I'm good. But you're not gonna shut us up with this and that. First of all, saying that we're jocking you. That's what it's called, jocking. Nobody's jocking you, dude, ever. We don't pay attention. Now, like I said, when I was in the army, we all would click up because we in the same unit, live in the same floor. Yeah, you're gonna click up and you just everybody go out. You get, or just same thing. One guy meet one girl and she got because we going out or it's a Saturday today. More than likely, it's about 3 or 4 of them. Where your friends? Bring your friends. That's all it is. But this new age stuff, I don't know what they did to these dudes because a lot of them, you're my age. What did you do in the 90s? There was no internet. There were no apps. There was the internet. I'm talking about not like today. There was nothing that we. So how did you get around? Back then, not get around, but get pussy back then. But so let me play this. The surveillance.
Into systems lawfully. The only game in town is the government.
Their targets are secret.
And see, that's what he's talking about. Lawfully, and it was the nerds. I've been said it. I figured it out immediately who do it and why and who they recruit. Because think about it, in the military or anywhere, college, the cool guys ain't doing. They don't care. They partying, they doing their work, and that's it. Nerds, they're doing their studying like they're supposed to, but whether because of their own, they don't. They might even invite them. Hey man, let's go out. Now I got to study. This and that. And really, it's not he got to study. He might not feel comfortable. The rest of us, like a heat-seeking missile. Soon as you step on college, soon as you step on post, like I said, first day you get on post, you seeking out where the clubs, where this and that. Like you can't help it. Where is it? But they get mad because we're still the best at the job. So during the week, doing our job, we're the best. And so they're just mad. Nerds are just mad. And it's not a brag. It's just a fact. I'm not bragging.
Their mission is to get the ungettable.
If you want to hack into systems lawfully, the only game in town is the government.
Their targets are secret.
They are very important at actually tracking down people who are then subsequently killed.
And there's almost nothing they can't hack. After 9/11, George W. Bush authorized the NSA to collect even more, including American communications to and from foreign targets.
Good morning. This is a highly classified program that is crucial to our national security.
This program shocked an NSA senior executive named Thomas Drake. Drake is a decorated veteran who blew the whistle on NSA's activities to the press. He barely escaped 35 years in jail after being charged under the Espionage Act, a law first written in 1917.
Mr. Drake? Hi. Ben? Yeah. First name.
And another thing, I be wondering who put this in my recommendations if they're so upset and about me putting out and talking about this and that. And But I don't know. And Vice is, Vice is, I don't know. I thought Vice being HBO was a bunch of liberals, but they seem to be. But this is from 2016 anyway.
The National Security Agency is focused on foreign intelligence. It was formed in 1952. People don't realize it was not formed by an act of Congress. It was literally signed into existence by the stroke of a secret presidential pen. In fact, the joke was it was no such agency or never say anything. You never even referenced the actual name. People who used to work there, oh, I work at DOD. Now I accelerate forward. Internet explodes. You have this rapid transition from analog to digital, and the explosion of data became exponential. What do you think is the easiest way to deal with it? Just suck it all. So what happened after 9/11? Was it NSA should do better? Here's where you have culture and secret meeting itself, realizing it failed but can't admit it failed. It had not prevented the next Pearl Harbor. And now NSA is literally unleashed. It's unleashed on an extraordinary scale, a scale we have never seen in U.S. history or the world. All means necessary to confront the threat. Who cares about the Constitution? Who cares about law? Who cares about the rights?
Don't that sound familiar? They did it again in 2019 and 20. I'll just say that. There wasn't no YouTube strikes, but you know what I'm talking about, and everything, they always use the name of safety to throw away the Constitution and our rights, to spy on us. And like most people think, even September 11th, if you watch Jesse Ventura, you remember the wrestler, and then he was a governor. If you watch, their videos, they show, they think about it. It comes down just like demolition. Both of the towers just comes down like controlled demolition. They set the charges and brought the buildings down. And like I said, so in the name of so-called safety, and like I said, just like after 9/11, nobody, the TSA and all this and that, nobody was scared to go on the airplane. But they put the word out there as the whole people, Americans are scared. No, they're not. They weren't even thinking about it. You're gonna see Muslim attacks on Muslims. Nobody attacked Muslims. Nobody attacked Muslims wearing their hijabs. Oh, nobody attacked Muslims wearing their traditional gear, their traditional clothing. Nobody thought about it. That's why I told you, these people, these nerds, they're lame. They live in Dungeons and Dragon world where they dream up this stupid shit. But regular people who doing stuff, get pussy, they don't think about it. So they have to create it. And just like with the racism thing, they got to create all the racism. There was another hoax last week where a guy used AI, a black guy who was stealing money, used AI to get at the white dude, to get back at him and make it look like he was going on a racist rant. And that happened. So it's like, why ain't he charged with some kind of federal crime? The guy who did it. And these dumbasses thinking it's some kind of repayment for slavery. Is like, no. Like I told that dude the other day, Saturday, nobody's coming to save you. Some kind of whatever they think, the ancestors, a demon. No demon is coming to save y'all, because one, you wasn't in slavery. And if your life fucked up right now, you did that to yourself. You didn't listen to your mama and your daddy and your granddaddy and your aunties and uncles. So and your teachers. So if somebody, ain't nobody coming to save you. Nothing is coming to get revenge on white folks, or get revenge on America, or get revenge on black folks who don't help you. Nothing is coming. not with the only thing that might be coming for you, you don't want. So yeah, you know what was coming. You are waiting on something. I wouldn't be waiting on nothing. You don't want that.
Rights of U.S. persons. Hey, if you've done nothing wrong, I even heard this, then it shouldn't matter. And the mantra was, just get the data. Collect it all so we can know it all.
collect it all so we can know it all.
Drake inspired another NSA worker to sound the alarm.
This afternoon, the Guardian newspapers revealed the name of their source.
In 2013, Edward Snowden leaked tens of thousands of classified NSA documents. The first to get published was a secret court order forcing Verizon to fork over the call data of millions of US customers. The next big leak was a PowerPoint presentation about a program called PRISM. The NSA boasted that PRISM gave them direct access to emails, video chats, and more from some of America's biggest tech companies. The media was obsessed with Snowden and the leaks, but few people noticed information hidden in the documents about a top-secret NSA unit called TAO, or Tailored Access Operations, until the German magazine Der Spiegel revealed more about it than ever before. Jörg Schindler is the magazine's award-winning national security reporter.
Yeah, you can call them the highly skilled plumbers of the NSA who are able to get into every sort of pipe. What they are doing is getting the ungettable.
They're like the special forces of the NSA, essentially.
Yeah, special hacker.
And then, you know what's up? That's another one. Don't let them distract you from the fact that when kids go missing, they have all the data necessary to find them. Not only find them, they should know where the kidnapper, they know where I'm at, and I ain't even doing nothing. Matter of fact, that's another thing. They try to make fun of me if I sleep late or eat breakfast and take it to go back to sleep. So you know what I'm doing in my house. So how you don't know where a guy who plans on kidnapping little kids or SAing women or shooting another nigga, how the hell you don't know? That's why I said no sympathy for the victims, the family members, because they support all this shit. You know, they're going along with it. And so who, just like I've been said that. Remember, I would say that. I say it all the time. When the cops ride up and down this street, why are you here riding up and down this street to try to stop me from talking about what y'all do? And this city got a lot of murders this year already, and it's just April. You know, it's finna be May, but you riding up and down on the safe side. You ain't on the south or the west or wherever the shit happen around here in this city. You ain't nowhere near that shit. You riding around here. And if you're the person in charge, why would you put all your assets where it's not needed? Where there, like I said, white women walking around with their dogs and strollers. So that means nobody's scared over here. So why are you driving up and down this street being a presence? Because I'm a criminal justice major. You know, they're being visible. And like I said, I don't just know that from being a criminal justice major. I know that from being, you know, in Birmingham. First thing you're going to do, if y'all on a real mission, not a dummy mission, you got a real mission that's going to make some money and probably get you some stripes. First thing you do, if you pull up in the parking lot of a whatever it is you're going to hit, and the cops there, you act cool. You don't jump, you don't throw it in reverse, you just get out, you know, whatever, and play it off, then leave. That's what a deterrent, that's what police visibility, you know, we know that from, you know, from being teenagers. But also I learned it, you know, and I ain't think about it when we was covering that chapter in school. It's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, oh no, fuck it, keep going. What you talking about, man? Because the driver ain't looking, because he's paying attention to driving, and the passenger or somebody in the back, no, man, keep going. Don't turn in. Wow, the cops right there, fool. Oh shit, I ain't even see him. I know you didn't see him. Just keep going. You know, good looking out. Really, you looking out for everybody in the car. Y'all going to prison. But so that's what I'm saying. That stuff actually is true. So why the hell are you riding around this neighborhood to intimidate me, to keep me from talking about Democrats? Because you fucking coward. Now, it's not just because you want to, you know, intimidate me, but it's because you know you can't. By this point, you know you can't. But you're cowards. You rather have this duty over here than be in the war zone. The rest of us, you know, we want to go where the action at. Niggas like me, but I'm not a cop. I'm just saying, you know, the military, oh, where the hot spot at? You know. But that's what I'm saying. They choose nerds who are mad at the world, mad at Cindy Lou from high school. Cindy Lou, who he probably being a nerd, he only had one girl he had a crush on, and this and that. The rest of us, there's plenty you were trying to get at, and maybe even fucked up. But not no, I ain't talking about violence. But but these nerds mad. Yeah, like us, the rest of us, even I don't care, the girl threw herself at you, still could lose. Meaning you still lose some. As the girl was going gaga over you, still lose. Nerds don't know how to feel. They're mad. They want and they get so think about it. They got like these movies, Revenge of the Nerds from the 80s. You give them that power to fuck with. They think it's funny. They don't understand how it fucks with people's lives. The rest of us, we don't like no shit like that. Even a total stranger. I found out, you're manipulating and caused them to lose his job and his wife and this and that. That's some fucked up shit. I think you deserve, the ultimate. Because you had no reason to do it. You just did it. That's what literally what they're doing. They're not doing it for justice. They're just doing it because they can, and they're nasty.
Hacker force. I mean, the whole NSA is a special force, but those are the highly skilled handymen who create certain kind of tools to infiltrate, manipulate, and sabotage every kind of digital device you might think of.
What's the relationship between tailored access operations by the NSA and their mass surveillance?
I mean, to explain it easily, I would say that mass surveillance is like going into the ocean with a huge fishing net and to draw everything out with whatever you find. And what the tailored access operation units are doing is like using the harpoon to find special targets and the fishes they really need. So that might be the difference. So that it's like going hand in hand.
And TA is pretty good at it.
They're extremely good at it, yes.
The Snowden leaks revealed more about tailored access operations, but a lot is still unknown. I wanted to talk to someone who knows the NSA from the inside. An Air Force veteran and former NSA exec named John Harbaugh.
Oh, John Harbaugh. Nice to meet you, John. Please come in. Let's see this place. Route 9B.
Yeah.
Why that name, by the way?
So root is system level access. 9B is hexadecimal for 9/11. So it's a nod to the fact that the next 9/11 event is most likely going to be cyber related.
Route 9B, which has defense contracts, aims to hunt and pursue adversaries inside a client's network.
This is where we do all of our hunt operations, what we call it, for our clients. So what this is showing you is what the operator sees while they're doing their op, right? So there'll be windows of time where they're actually active inside the client's network, pursuing the adversary. And this was really driven by our experiences in the government space.
Does it look like this in Fort Meade?
This is better.
In your bio, it says something like you were the director of a super elite cyber operation unit.
Yeah. So basically what that's about is what we've tried to recreate here. So my time inside the organization, I had the pleasure and the fortune to be asked to run a team of about 8 individuals. And that team was focused on the most challenging problems in cyber.
Was that tailored access operations?
So there is elements of that space, right? Because
Right.
if you're in cyber and you do all of cyber, then you're doing all of those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so the bosses could come in and say, we have a significant national event. I need you guys to be able to do this in the next 12 hours. I could walk into that space and say, hey guys, I need 5 minutes. I would give them what we would call the op order. This is what we need to achieve.
Scrolling through the comments, I see this is another good one. I think this person is right. I have an unproven theory that after the Snowden leak, that the NSA stepped back the reaction so that there wasn't much of an outrage. Just like I don't find, I watched the Snowden movie. I don't know nobody else that watched it. Nobody cares. That's what I keep talking about. Nobody. They think the only reason they do care is like the only people that do care are on the side of the government, the poor blacks and the middle class whites who, for some reason, still love Biden and the Democrats. But other than that, nobody's alarmed. Nobody cares about none of this shit. Yeah, everybody knows from 2016. It's in the description. But the point is, what we're saying. Think about this 8 years ago. What can they do now? Think about your phone. Think about your phone you had in 2016. This phone is probably from 2010. I mean, 2020. Nah, it's from. I don't know when I got this one. I got it after this one cracked. And usually I used to turn them in for the discount, but now there's no reason to even turn them in. It ain't even worth it. I just keep them. And I got this flip phone, fold out tablet. And so think about what they got nowadays in the last 8 years. And these phones this phone ain't even 8 years. It's still getting fucking updates. What is this? This is the S10. I don't even know what they own right about now. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, it ain't even worth it to turn them in. Like, nah, just let me keep it. I mean, nothing. I'm gonna keep it. You know, you will give us, a discount, and I'm good. Might $300 or something. I'm like, nah, it ain't. I mean, to me, I want to keep it. I got stuff on here and I need it. So 300 ain't worth it. But nobody is talking about. There were comments about targeted individuals. Nobody is talking about how they got actual people on the ground, poor people, this and that.
We need to achieve it in the next 12, 24, 48 hours.
Rich people,
And I could walk
medium
away.
people.
And I knew when I came back.
Right, they're not going to be able to offer the smoothies and massages.
Yeah, this is the guy I was talking about.
NSA tries to recruit the best and brightest from computer science programs around the country, and in particular, computer security programs like Carnegie Mellon that have probably the most sophisticated offensive cybersecurity programs in academia in the United States, and their students are heavily recruited both by NSA but also, by Silicon Valley.
They're competing for the same people.
So they're competing for the same people, and the problem that NSA has is they can't pay the same kind of money. Right? They're not going to be able to offer the smoothies and massages and sort of perks of life that Google and Facebook can, but they have something that those companies don't. What they have
I think they might have brought this up because I brought up to someone last week, and like I said, my cousin's special forces, and he's actually he works at the Pentagon now. And he doesn't visit no more. He was like the last one to actually come fuck with me, to actually still talk to me. That's my age. Well, he's younger than me. And so, I was happy when I found out he had joined the army, but I'm like, the last I heard, he was in Germany. He'd be posting on Facebook, this and that, because he had even a job. He graduated, so he wasn't just backpacking or doing that type of shit. He had a job, or he was getting a civilian. He was, some kind of company, civilian company after college. Then he comes, next thing I know, he's in the army. I'm like, why in the fuck would you do that? He's younger than me, but it took me back to when I was a private in basic and AIT, and then by the time I got to the 82nd, there were kids who were older than us, like his age. See what I'm saying? He's younger than me now. Obviously, he's younger than me always. But when he joined the military, he was like 28 or something. So, and I thought about them guys that was 28 when I was 18, 19. We're all youngsters straight out of high school. These guys got college degrees, and we're all like, why would you join? And why wouldn't you join ROTC while you was in? But it's like, okay, I guess they didn't think about it. Like, why didn't you? And you would have been an officer, but now you're just the E4. But and then he's in the 82nd. And I think when he first joined, I didn't know, this was before 2016, but I knew it was something mocking me. I'm like, what the hell? I was in, and this is the 90s, but this is 2014 now, 2015. He's now, and so since it's close, he would come visit, and he stayed with me, right? But all right, depending on Maryland is pretty far, so but he don't even come at all no more. Thanksgiving, but he might be busy. I mean, like, when you get busy. He been in the military now, like, special forces. So the next thing he's telling me, oh, special forces. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, that's all good. I never wanted to go special forces. That was nothing. It wasn't. Oh, it was too hard. It just wasn't my thing. I just didn't, you know. Like I said, I range school would have been enough for me, and parafinder and aerosol, and eventually I wanted to be a pilot, warrant officer school. So I never wanted special forces. But yeah, he's telling me about the chow hall, and it didn't make me mad. He's like, we got the stuff, the vegan and this and that. I'm like, I'm sure y'all do, but I'm like, and the 82nd got new barracks now. I'm like, when I was in 82nd, we had them old World War II barracks or whatever, whenever they was built, 1960s. So by the 90s, they tore up, barely held together. We didn't care, we tough guys. But the chow hall, it wasn't, dirty disarray. I'm just saying the food was, but even then, we knew they had everybody else on Fort Bragg had better food than us. The legs and Coscom. I think one time we got to eat up there. We thought it was funny. They had the little rotisseries and parfait. It looked like Quincy's or something. And this is in the middle. This shit looked like Quincy's. And we was like, what the hell type of shit is this? We wasn't mad. Like, oh, this, we thought it was funny. Like, these cream, this shit they get, you could pick the pastries and everything. This was in the 90s. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure. Special Forces, yeah, y'all got all types of, look just like Starbucks. Seriously, yeah, the lattes and everything. And there's not that many of them. Because matter of fact, what we knew, the Special Forces compound was right up street from my barracks, and it still is. So it's like a little post inside of a post. None of us can get on there. Only Special Forces can go inside there, or if you got business. And so it's like a post inside of a post. So it's a post inside of Fort Bragg. So I'm like, and so I'm sure with that, it's y'all so small of a unit, specialized, group, whatever group you are, this and that, and he's like, I'm going through selection. And okay, I knew he's gonna make it because he grew up in California, and his dad, my uncle, was a hippie in the '60s and '70s. And he had dreads ever since I was a little kid, since I can remember. He already had dreads. He from New York. I mean, yeah, New York. He had dreads like the Jamaican dreads, Rasta dreads, since I was like can remember 3 years old. He still got them, but his dad. But so I'm like, he was he was always into that bohemian stuff way back then, the hippie stuff. And his dad is real smart. He went to, matter of fact, something about he worked at Apple or IBM in the '80s and helped him design whatever we using part of this shit now, that technology. So he was like part of that shit. His dad, but and so but anyway, so I'm like, I know he gonna make it. He was already used to that hiking and walking shit. So because they would tell me, oh, he told me, oh, I after work every day I walk 20 miles around Fayetteville. I'm like, what the hell are you doing walking around Vietnam? Stay on post. They told that's the only time they actually use me as as the authority. Yeah, listen to him. They listen to. I'm like, don't be around Vietnam at night. We used to hang around there, but we was hanging not just hiking and walking and shit. Shit. We got shot at it, got into it with some, but that same old jealousy shit. You know, but that's the same thing. What I say, like with college, they be jealous of the college kids be. I mean, the people that live around the college are jealous because most big colleges, that's all it is, and the people that live there, that grew up there, their family are support services, work at the. This is just like with Fayetteville, big old Fort Bragg is huge, or Killeen, Texas, or them big old anywhere there's or a Navy base, the city around it is there for the base. But anyway, so all this, the spying, and I don't know what he do. But anyway, yeah, and you know what? He had the nerve to say, "I don't want to be above average," but that's what I'm saying. They're infiltrate. He's one of them. This nigga work at the Pentagon. He's special forces. He said it to me. I wanted to be above it. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're special forces. How the hell you? So you're just at what average special forces? Okay, but that's above average of everybody else. Only ones that are on your peers are Navy SEALs and that the Air Force, that recon thing, and the Marine special, this and that. Those are your peers. So what do you mean? I don't want to be above average. They got all of them brainwise. He said that to me. I looked at him like, what the hell are you talking about? But that's what we're talking about. That's that equality. This is that weird shit they're trying to. This communists are trying to, you know, make everybody think that everybody is equal. No, what we say, you got equal opportunity. All men are made equal. We are equal. You're not better. He's not better. I don't think I'm better. That's what I'm saying. We never said that. You should know better. He should know better than to think he thinks that. Then, especially being, related to me, we was raised better than to think you better than anybody else. You know better than that. There's no, but if you have your abilities and gifts and this and that you're born with, that's just the fact. God bless you with that. But like I said, his dad, he was always into that Buddhist stuff. I guess my grandma didn't like it or whatever. I can't remember. I was so young, but either way, all this, if you one thing, like I said, if God blessed you with this and that, and it says it, He blessed you so you could be a testament to Him. You're not a show off. Obviously, there's plenty of verses, but if you were raised in a Christian family from birth, you would have got that shit beat out of you anyway by the time you 6 years old. You don't get all the whoopings if you a show off.
Was a monopoly on violence, right? In the same way that if you want to rappel out of helicopters and shoot people in the head, you go join the special forces. If you want to hack into systems lawfully, the only game in town is the government. And in many other walks of life, you would be a criminal, you would be a stalker, you'd be a bad person. But when you go to NSA, suddenly you get to wrap yourself in the flag and do it for king and country.
And see, that's what I've been saying. All these perverts, and just like that, J. Edgar Hoover with the FBI, he was a big time pervert. This is that they're spying on us. Remember, I keep making jokes about how they owe me like $1.99 a minute. They watch whatever I do. If I do mess with a bitch, get some pussy, they watching all that. It's like, you owe me, you fucking perverts. I don't care, but you gonna pay me, goddammit. You getting off. I don't care. You trying to act like you just sitting there at the desk and you just watching me, but now, bitch, men and women, I know you getting off. You fucking owe me. I ain't even sign up for this. I don't have no kind of account. Some kind of them counts, them accounts where you could post yourself and make money. So you stealing from me, goddamn. You owe me for that shit. And like I said, y'all religion, y'all, you're upset about, this and that. What it is, they don't like 90s and 2000s and real gangster rap because they're superstitious. That's their religion, superstition, stupidity. So they don't like the nigga, the nigga you finna get shot, this and that, rap lyrics. OG rap lyrics, not this new shit, the crybaby shit, the 6ix9ine and what's the other guy name? Uh, any of them, the baby from, any of them, these new mumble rappers, all of them. I mean, like I said, I don't have no hate. It's just stop calling it rap. It's not rap. It's not gangster rap because it's not. The formula is different. Their lyrics, like I said, if you listen to an old head, they're talking about shooting somebody. You already know it's a backstory, something done. They're just, bragging. You don't have money like me, boy. I got more money than you know. That's how they rap. And then another song is they're complaining and whining about how they didn't have no money because, like I said, they're retarded. They grew up in the projects. They're not like us. And no, we ain't got to feel sorry for them. We ain't got to do. Basically, you making money, that's fine, but we ain't got to buy it, and we ain't got to feel sorry. We ain't got to listen to it. End of the story. This ain't Africa, and like I said, the ancestors ain't finna come save your ass. Leave everybody else alone. Anybody who don't want to be a Democrat or the ancestors or want to be part of your cult, leave them alone. You can come talk. You can do all this. You can da da da. But see, the problem is y'all. Y'all can't take us. Y'all so busy trying to over talk us. It is like we're not gonna deal with that. We're not gonna try to over talk you. We're just gonna okay. I can't deal with that. And that's the end of it. You're not finna fuck up our game because you fucking up our money.
If TAO can legally do things no one else can, who are they hacking and why? Not much is known about who Tailored Access Operations hacks, but the Snowden leaks revealed one major target: Osama bin Laden. TAO hacked into the mobile phones of al-Qaeda operatives in the hunt for bin Laden, as reported by the Washington Post. The unit's work also led to the capture of 40 insurgents in Afghanistan. Ryan Gallagher is an investigative reporter at The Intercept, where he has covered the role of surveillance in the ongoing war on terror. How did TAO and how does TAO fit into the war on terror?
Well, they're very important. I mean, people don't necessarily think of surveillance even as a thing being integral to what the military is doing on the ground, but it is. It's absolutely vital. What the tailored access guys are doing, for instance, is because they're so skilled at actually, breaking into systems and going after like what they would refer to as hard targets, people who are elusive or skilled at like dodging surveillance. They are very important at actually tracking down people who are then subsequently killed or captured. In past years, probably rendered through the black sites program that was going on through the Bush administration. So they are very entwined with these physical kind of kinetic, they call it,
All right,
operations.
now this comment right here, they just get all the information on social media that everyone gives up for free. It's like, no, dumbass, that's not enough. That is nowhere near enough. That is like when, yeah, a dummy, and usually a nigga, they do some kind of crime, and there's been a lot who did murders, and they post about it, or they make a rap song and post it on social media, their YouTube or whatever, and literally post details about it. Like, yeah, I rolled up. It was 2:30 in the morning, whatever. But obviously they ain't gonna rap like that. They're not gonna have real lyrics. But they go. The point is, once you dissect it and break it down, he told stuff that only the killer would know. And everybody, and then before all that, he's posting himself with guns, which that ain't. The problem is just he just admitted and showed he got the ability and capability to kill that dude. And he that but that this is see this is more of like them. This would be that what we're saying. The CIA, what I be talking about, they'll leave comments, the trolls trying to throw people off, like it's try to sound educated and smart, like, yeah, that's what it is. We'll just stay off. Like, no, we shouldn't have to. That's what I keep talking about. That's what I call defeated. Just like the why should you shouldn't have to stay off social media. Just stay off social media then. Like, oh, you spend too much time. No, you're a grown up. It's up to you. If you got health issues, mental health, physical, you need to talk to your doctor, but you shouldn't have to in order to, because they gonna spy, and like I got proof they gonna spy on you anyway. you know there's nowhere, so what's the point of staying off? you know you got a bunch of DVDs and a room full of DVDs, thousands of DVDs and this and that, and you don't get on the internet. You can't. They still could, like I said, they still know, which I don't know how, Maybe it'll come out in the near future, but they know what you're doing. They know when you wake up. They know when you go take a piss in the middle of the night. They know if you got to go take a shit. They know what you're doing. They know your work schedule. If you're working, they know everything. And think about it, it really ain't that hard. Especially if you got that many nerds hard at work in the nerdery, the nerd dispensary. You got all these nerds that hard at work, and it's not hard at all. Especially with now that they pulled that scam with September 11th to get extra funding. Under the guise of safety. Like I said, what is that statement? Who was that? Not Thomas Jefferson. I don't know it exactly, but basically it says in a nutshell, if you give up your liberties for safe to feel safe, basically, you giving up your freedom to feel safe, then you deserve neither liberty or safety. And the sad part, like I said, they keep using black folks to do this. Like this has something to do with slavery and this is revenge on the United States for slavery. No, it's not, bro. Like I keep telling y'all, nobody's coming for your lame broke asses. You just lame and broke. Devil worshippers. You're demonic. Nobody's coming for you. The devil can't save you. It was written before the United States existed. You can argue with me. I'm not finna argue with you. Like I said, yeah, that's why I was gonna name this video. They punch Democrats, punch in the air. You just mad. There's nothing you can do about it. But like I said, the good thing, I gave you the answer. Talk to God. Literally. Do what you do. I don't know. I ain't say you gotta get on your knees. I don't know. Just have a little talk with Jesus. Ain't that's a song, right? Look that up. You might like it. If you went to church like we did, have a little talk with Jesus. Have a little talk. Get the answer. You could say what you want. You could be mad. You could cuss. You could fuss. You can wonder why this happened to you. Da da da. You say what you want. If he answers you, good for you. But the rest of you can leave the rest of us alone. There's nothing you can do. You're not gonna convince us. We're not giving up our souls because you fucked up in life. I'm not. If we didn't sell our souls for ourselves to make ourselves rich, what make you think we're going to come on your side and sell our souls to help you? That that is
On the ground.
So are they basically the commandos of the NSA?
Yeah, put it like that. Yeah, I mean they're kind of it's maybe sort of glorifying them a little bit, but I mean essentially these guys are just sort of like geeky nerds, but they do kind of do that sort of commando type role. They're facilitating military operations on the ground by hacking into targets. They're actually directly, able to track people who are then like killed in say a drone strike. So what they do, yeah, it is like kind of commando work, but they are also, providing assistance on the ground to real commando types who are out there trying to kill people.
In the hunt for bin Laden, TAO reportedly used what the unit calls implants, spy devices installed in mobile phones or other hardware. Implants are just some of the tools that appear in a leaked document called the Ant Catalog, which lists other spy gear at TAO's disposal. Security researchers Michael Osman, Joe Fitzpatrick, and Dean Pierce decided to build some of these spy tools themselves.
The media kind of saw it and reported on bits and pieces of it and said, oh, look at this thing, this is magic. And I think all of us looked at it and said, oh, yeah, I know how I would do that. Yeah, I know how to do that.
Joe recreated a graphics card that can see what's running on a computer's active memory. And Dean rigged a phone so it picks up the mobile traffic in the area. Mike reproduced RageMaster, a tiny chip implanted in a computer video cable to reflect information via radar.
When this is installed, I can point one antenna at it, and that's transmitting a signal. And then my other antenna is also pointed at it, and it's receiving reflection. By measuring that reflection, I can, on my laptop, recover information that's going over.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with some of the comments about this being old from 2016 and reposting. But I think like I said, I think they reposted it because what I said about my cousin last week, and I was talking about college. I said, I never had told them, but I'm like, why, these college kids who joined the military at a later age, 28, 30, whatever. And it's like, I don't know why, but it's like there's, maybe show me a little what he does. I don't know, but he's not, he's a medic. That's one thing. He's a medic. So, uh, but maybe you get to a certain level. I don't know, but I just was bringing up the fact, I thought about it like, he would have been one of them dudes if in my day who was in basic training, and they're older first of all, so they're, we're just talking, and you find out, it's a Saturday or something, and you find out he's, oh, there you, yeah, why you join, because we're asking, oh, I got a degree, I went to such and such, and this and that. Is why'd you join the military? But at that time we still think a college degree mean you should be rich at your age. You're 28. We thinking like, yeah, we don't understand. But it make it so bad. I did, and you didn't. I did understand you got to pick the right degree. Because like I said, we would talk about that in high school. When I was 17, 16, we would talk about what's hot. That's why I always would tell people to be a nurse, dudes and girls. This is 17 years old, nursing field, because, people are always going to get sick. That's what's going to be hot, always, and it still is. But at the same time, you didn't think about it like that when you see this guy and in basic training with you, and he got like, you ain't even think about the act. I didn't even think to ask what was your major. Is it automatically? Why don't you? That ignorant stuff. Why you don't have money? Why you didn't have a good job, a career, with money? What the hell you doing in the military? And I thought about him, but he had. That's what I'm saying. He had a job. He posting pictures in Germany and this and that. And when he came, he showed me pictures of, this is my favorite castle I toured. He's touring old castles and da da da. What the hell you doing? What happened to the job? That's how. Uh, so what? These pictures his type of Facebook is picture fit. It's not the same as the. But I ain't even asked. It's just okay. We just talking shit. About now because at this point he's in the 82nd and he's going through the selection. It's called selection. And but I ain't even. He didn't had to ask how it was going. I already knew he was a shoe in. But anyway, I gotta like I said, I'm gonna make another video when I come back. I gotta go pick up some orders.